Long time no see. I know I didn't do an update for week 35, and I will get to why all of that didn't happen in a minute, but 36 weeks and 3 days today, which means I have got exactly 25 days until my due date. I am crossing my fingers and praying to Buddha that that will be a smaller number. I don't want to make it to my due date. We all know that. Like I said, I didn't do an update for week 35 simply because my computer just decided to poop out on me. Damn you, computer gods. It actually pooped out on my birthday. Happy birthday to me, right? I went and took it to Geek Squad, and they said that it was basically gonna cost me the same amount to even just get it diagnosed as it would to just get a new one and upgrade. So I got a new computer. Yay! So I've got my fan right here. There's like a heat wave going across the entire world. You may be seeing some Hollywood magic in this video. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Enough of that. Speaking of my birthday was July 2nd. Thank you to every one of you guys who sent me a happy birthday message or comment or Twitter or whatever. It was so exciting. You know, just thank you guys for all of the love. I spent my birthday completely sober, and aside from, you know, the obvious, I'm just not like a drinker or much of a party goer. I never have been. My husband took me like shopping. He said, you know, just kind of get whatever I wanted, and I just decided that I wanted to get stuff for my house. I really want to finish even just like the living room and my dining room. I want to get all of that done before the baby gets here, before my family gets here. So we went to go watch what's it called, Brave, that with the chick with the red hair. Yeah, that movie was so cute. And then my husband made dinner for me. He made dinner and he made my birthday cake. It was the most delicious birthday cake. Oh my god. We used to always joke that we were gonna have beautiful babies because we made delicious cake. Not that one has any, you know, compliance with the other. It's just, it made sense in our brain. He's such a sweetie bear. Like literally, even the candles on my birthday cake were animal print. 4th of July was a fun day. We had kind of just a laid back, easy day. My husband had to work the next day, obviously, so we just kind of, we were actually home really early. We were like home, showered, in bed, like asleep by 10 o'clock, which is kind of sad. It doesn't get dark here until about 9:30, 10 o'clock, so fireworks were really late. My son's bedtime is 7:30, so it just kind of wasn't realistic to like be out all night long. It was the first year that he was able to actually kind of like do fireworks. Basically, we just kind of stuck to poppers and sparklers. He liked watching Michael, my husband, basically light like the fireworks with his sparkler that he was holding. So that was really cute, and he was like throwing poppers at people. And I'm not really a big fan of like being around the fireworks. If I can like go somewhere and see them happening, I don't want to see them being lit. Story time! When I was younger, my brother decided that he would get bottle rockets. Him and his friends would get together and get bottle rockets and just like start shooting them all over the place. And for whatever reason, one of these bottle rockets, he decided that he was gonna be cool and point them at me, and a bottle rocket flew into my hair. I had so much hairspray in my hair that day too. I'm surprised that I didn't like go Super Saiyan or anything. Like literally, it could have happened. That's pretty much all that happened during week 35, so that is a quick little interlude side update for week 35. On to this week, cravings this week. I have been craving anything and everything cold. I do not want any hot food. I don't want anything hot around me. So because of that, this week we are doing lots and lots of like grilling outside. My poor husband is like dying outside with his grill, but it is a sacrifice he is going to have to make. It's too freaking hot to be cooking inside, so anything cold. I find that my food actually can't be cold enough. Like my milk, if I know that I'm gonna have some cereal, I will put the milk in the freezer for like 30 minutes in advance. That way it can like be super chilled. This week I've also switched from coffee to tea, just because again, coffee's hot for the most part. I've also been like waking up in the middle of the night and I'm craving stuff in the middle of the night. Now, I'm not one of those weird women who crave like pizza with applesauce or anything like that. I would say like the weirdest combination, and it's not even a weird combination, is Doritos with sour cream. But even then, I don't really eat it just because I know it's bad for me. Like last night, I was totally craving s'mores and ice cream. I don't know, which is really, really weird. We do have like a s'mores Pop-Tarts, so that kind of sufficed, I guess, for the time being, but I don't know. I kind of cut off my food supply about 7:30 at night. I don't like eating too late, so even at night I'll kind of just like suck it up and just wait until the morning to eat something. Symptoms this week, still no sleeping. I am not sleeping. We all know that it's going to be very, very difficult in your third trimester sleeping. I've only got, you know, like 3.5 weeks to go, so I don't expect to get much sleep, even though I try to. My body's been like waking up like automatically about 6:30 every morning, which is fine. I like to get stuff done before my son wakes up anyways, so I don't really mind that entirely. But what I do mind is that I'm actually waking up at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I can't fall asleep for like an hour or 2 hours. So really I'm not getting as much sleep as I probably need or probably should be getting. But you know, that's okay. I've got my Facebook, I've got my Twitter close to me at those times. Gotta hurry up, my face is melting off. The one thing that I've noticed that's been super different this week is that my boobs smell different. Now, my husband always tells me that my boobs smell delicious, that they smell like something women just naturally give off, like a pheromone or whatever it's called. I never know what he's talking about, but I've noticed this week, like the past maybe 4 days, that my boobs smell different. Now, my son was breastfed until he was about 18, 19 months, somewhere around there, and he just kind of like stopped cold turkey and has never really been obsessed with my boobs after that. Since I've noticed the change in the smell of my girls, he's been so obsessed. He wants to be on me, he wants to be on my chest. I think it has something to do with the fact that my milk is going to be coming in soon, because it's not like a bad smell, it's just a different smell. So I've been using a lot of body spray this week. I've also noticed a change in like my mood and my hormones. It was a couple of days ago, my husband was like, okay, let's go to the park. We were getting ready to go to the park. I'm putting socks on my son, and literally there's a hole in his sock, and that ruined my entire life for the rest of that day. I was so sad and depressed because there was a hole in his sock, and my husband's like, it's not a big deal, we'll put a different sock on him. And I was like, no, you don't understand, there's a hole. I don't know, I'm on a very, very short leash this week, and it's kind of sad because it kind of happens out of nowhere. Something that, you know, will be out and not bothering me, 5 minutes later, all of a sudden I'm pissed, and it's like, oh, you know, put it away right this second or we're gonna have World War III. I'm pretty level-headed all of the time, so my husband is like, doesn't quite know how to react to me this week, doesn't quite know how to interact with me this week, just because he doesn't really know who he's gonna get, Jekyll or Hyde or something in between. But I say this in every single video, I try not to get stuck on like due dates. I know that I've got 25 days left, and I'm trying really, really hard not to even think about the 6th and what is going to be happening then. I don't want to make time go by slower, and I know that, you know, the more you focus on something, the slower it seems to go. I just feel really unprepared. Like, I know that that's normal, I guess, but it hasn't hit me all of this time until now. Like, I'm looking around my house and I'm just like, I'm so unprepared. I don't even know like what is life. We're not going to be a trio anymore. We're going to be a quartet, and it's kind of scary, but it's exciting at the same time. I'm super excited, and I know that once she gets here, I'm going to switch into like super mommy mode and it'll be fine, but I just feel really, really unprepared. I've got a lot of stuff to do, but at the same time, I've got like a lot of nothing to do. I've literally rearranged my pantry like 4 times this week. I'm also just trying to finish up just a bunch of crafts and projects and stuff that I started throughout my pregnancy. Again, I finished all of her baby blankets that I started. I finished all of her like head bows and stuff that I started. I finished her boppy pillow. If you guys see this back here, I don't know if you can tell. I said that I was going to put on some like crystals and bows, and I did a couple of them just right here. I was going to make it more like glamorous and like more stuff, but I figured she's going to be laying on it, she's going to be sleeping on it, and you know, I don't want her to be uncomfortable. So I pretty much just contained the excitement, and I was happy with just this. It's cute enough and it will suffice. I know that a lot of people were asking for a tutorial on that, and I may do one if I can get the time to do it, but if anything, if not, I will just probably do like a walkthrough on how to do it and how I did it, just because it is super, super simple. So I can't promise that I will, but I'm gonna try. I promise I will try, okay? I sacrificed my finger in the process. I I learned how to use a glue gun at a very, very young age, and I've never had a problem with like burning myself with a glue gun or anything like that. It's nasty underneath this band-aid. My glue gun just decided to start like, I don't know, ejaculating hot glue, and my finger was just in the way of the crossfire, and it was painful. We finally picked out her coming home outfit. Well, I didn't pick it out. I try to include my husband in this stuff as much as possible, just because I don't want him to feel like he had no part in anything. I don't know if it's maybe exactly what I would have picked, but it's what he picked, so I'm okay with that. It's so tiny. So this is what she will be wearing home. I'm gonna get her a just some like little white socks with the ruffles, and probably either make a white head bow or buy one. And I finally found the pink nail polish. I swear to God, I shouldn't say that. The first thing I said when I found out that I was pregnant, I said, if it's a girl, she is coming home with pink toes. And I looked online and I asked my doctor, and she said that Sally Hansen is safe for infant. A lot of the chemicals that are in other nail polishes that aren't okay for infants, this one does not have. I've been looking high and low for the right color pink, and yeah, this one is it. It is Bubblegum Pink by Sally Hansen. Hard as nails, extreme wear, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is the color that she's gonna be wearing home. She is gonna come home with pink toes. I'm so excited to be almost done. Oh God, I can't wait to have her here and not be pregnant anymore. I can't wait to like be skinny again. Biggest concerns about the big day. I don't know, getting there in time. My husband is on active duty orders right now, so he is at his place that he needs to be, which is about maybe 30-45 minutes from our house, and then it's another 30-minute drive to the hospital from here. So I think my biggest concern is getting there in time, which I know I will. I'm nervous about having to have a C-section. I know that that's kind of like a normal thing, but with my son, I was 5 minutes away from having a C-section. I literally, like, they wanted to cut me there, and I do not want to have a C-section. I do not want to get induced. I want things to go just swimmingly. I was induced with my son, and I feel like maybe I was kind of cheated out of the experience. Like, I feel like even though I know what it's like to have a baby, I don't know what it's like to just naturally have a baby, because obviously when you're induced, your body is being kind of forced to have the child, as opposed to it just happening naturally when your body is ready. My biggest #1 concern is the fact that I do not want to have to take my son to the hospital. I know that some women are like, oh, you know, I'm gonna have my child in the room, I'm gonna have my children in the room, they're gonna play with their toys while I'm having my baby. That is not me. Me and my son are very, very clingy and affectionate with each other, and if he sees people coming in or he sees me crying, he wants to make me feel better right away. He'll give me hugs, he'll give me kisses. So I know that if he were to see me in that state, it would probably be a little bit traumatizing to him. There's nobody up here really that I truly feel like okay or comfortable with leaving him with overnight. My mom and my grandma, who are going to be coming up, actually live 14 hours away, and I don't know if they're going to be driving or flying. The only people that I would actually be okay and comfortable with leaving him with, again, overnight, they're in Florida, and they're not going to get back until the middle of August, which sucks. I did dye my hair this week. If you guys noticed, it is a little bit darker. I did talk about that a little bit in my hair care video. I will link that down below if you guys want to see. I do plan on having family pictures taken there in the hospital when she's brand new, and I don't want to look like the redheaded stepchild, literally. I don't really think that there's anything else to update you on. Just sitting here incubating and waiting for the big day. I'm gonna start walking and doing a bunch of stuff like that. In the next couple of weeks, I'll start talking about, you know, natural ways to induce labor and stuff like that, and we'll see how that goes. How does my outro go? As always, please take a minute to subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would make my week. It really would. I do have a Facebook, in case you guys are wondering. Facebook.com/andieEMV. Just, it's spelled the same way as my username. So go ahead and look me up on there for more like constant updates. I love to interact with you guys. Also on Twitter, at it's AndieG. Everything will be linked down below as always. Everything, all of the information is always down there in case you guys are ever curious about anything. If you have any more comments or requests, feel free to leave them down below in a comment or message me here personally on YouTube. Again, I love to interact with you guys. So I'm gonna get going, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye!